Good day, this is a video of our 1957 ElRey aluminum trailer. It appears we've owned this about 14 years. We restored it, looks like in 2006. We purchased it in Corvallis, Oregon, where it was supposed to have been sold new, and we would be the second registered owner. We bought it from a guy who bought it from the original owners and was going to make the necessary repairs, and he was over his head. He couldn't do it. We bought it and completed the restoration back in the day. So it's been inside the RV shed with the other camper its life. I'll take you for an outside walk around. I'll tell you what I know. Sorry, there's some junk sitting around, but that's just the way it is. So it has I believe it has a 2-inch ball. It's wired like an RV for light, so a standard RV plug. I'll try and get that cleaned up. There was this brake mechanism on it, hydraulic brake mechanism on it that we've never messed with. It is non-functional. I don't know how it worked. I don't know anything about it. Whatever was there is still there. We put the 2 aluminum tanks on it. We bought them new at that time. We've used the trailer not enough to ever have refilled the tanks. So we filled them when we bought it, and we haven't used it enough even to refill the tanks. We did notice at a camp out that the regulator was leaking, and we replaced that at a camp out, I don't know how long ago, many years ago. These windows crank out. I had the decals reproduced. The front one started to show its age from the sun. I have one more set of decals. We made those decals based on an artist's sketch of the original decal. I'm not sure where that came from, but anyway. I spent 5 days polishing this trailer, 5 10-hour days polishing this trailer back when we restored it. It still looks pretty good, but if you just spend a day with a buffer, one day would really bring this thing back up. It would pop. It didn't have much for a connection, like a sewer connection, so I put a small length of 3-inch sewer hose and a standard RV connection to the drain. There are no holding tanks in this. There's the hole underneath is covered with aluminum. Fitting tanks to this would be a challenge. You'd have to strip the aluminum off and fit it up between the frame rails somehow. You can see that little yellow cap. When we were rerunning propane lines, I ran a valve over here for a connection, so if you want to have a barbecue or stove or something outside, to do that. At that time, put brand new aluminum wheels and these RV tires on it. It's been pretty much undercover, but they are from 2006. It had a spare tire on the back, which we deleted. This is access to underneath the bed in the rear. I put a new stainless steel marine 30 amp 120 volt shore power cord connection on it, and a nice long cord, which I have running all the way over, plugging into my camper cord. So I don't know what that is, 40 feet or something like that. It's got all LED lights on it. I was able to obtain that. It's a very expensive, hard to find piece, and an aftermarket lens for it. These are LEDs, and they're LEDs on the side marker lights. I see the lenses have faded over time. That is the way it is. So the rear decal is still looking pretty good. I don't know that July of 20. I don't know that I have re-licensed this or not. I can't tell you that. I have to look on my desk, see if I have any tags sitting for this. They could be expired. Obviously it needs washed. I'll try and do that when I pull it out of here. I had said that a branch had come through the ceiling and we had the repairs done. If you notice here, that is a new piece of aluminum that was professionally done, which covers the area that was damaged from the outside. there's also a piece on the inside. If I didn't point it out to you, you'd probably never notice it. In the front, I also had the front piece replaced or overlaid, or however it was done, and again, it looks perfect. That is this piece in its entirety. That's pretty much what it looked like when it was new. I'm going to go in and kind of situate the inside a little bit, and I'll show you the inside. Let me go to the other side. Yeah, pretty much what it is. Sorry, it's a little dirty. I see the steel hinges are starting to rust a little bit. Gonna need a little touch-up paint there. There was a ding up here that was covered, but there's no. I'm not gonna say there's not a scratch or a ding in this trailer, but I'm gonna say there's no big dents or no body damage that would show. Oh, there is a ding behind that decal, I think. Yeah, there's a little ding behind that decal right there. Little ding. Okay, this is a door and a door. So if you open this door open, there's a screen in this door. Okay. Sad to see these have discolored over time. All right, I'll take you inside in a minute. All right, we're inside the ElRey. Going to give you the inside tour. I have to figure out why a couple of lights aren't coming on. I have this all converted to X10 wireless, and I don't have any batteries in the remotes and stuff, so I need to fiddle with that a little bit. This is an original ad that we had printed and framed on the wall in the kitchen. I'll just give you an idea of how ElRey came to be. If you great travel trailers, all aluminum aircraft type construction. 27-foot shown. They made a 15, a 19, and a 24. This being a 19. A couple different floor plans. There's a note down here that says ElRey, formerly Airlight. What I understand is there was a group that broke off of Airstream, created a company called Airlight. Airlight was sued by Airstream and went out of business. Airlight reemerged in '56 as ElRey, were sued again, went out of business in '57. So there were very few ElRey trailers ever made. We think there are 5 or 6 or 7. Shady Dell has one. I had a friend that had one, and so forth, but and we've seen a few on the internet. So I think I know of 5, but I think 6 or 7 may exist. So this is the kitchen. It has a really cute porcelain sink. This is all original countertop. I believe it's flawless, or it's very close. Great cabinets. This is all birch. We removed most of the cabinets. We left the bathroom in place, and myself and my father-in-law restored them. My father-in-law did most of the work. I sprayed these with I had Sherwin-Williams make up a clear with a amber tint, and that's how I sprayed these with an automotive spray gun to give them back the patina that they had. I told you that the roof had a hole in it. I'm going to show you the ceiling. It's been repaired. I'd need to point it out to you to understand where it was, but there's a repair panel here. Okay, it came through roughly in the area of the original vent, which was a metal vent. We've put a fantastic vent fan in it, which works pretty good. That is the only 12-volt appliance, if you will, in the trailer. Underneath the bed, it's set up for 2 Group 27 RV batteries. I put a new 110-volt panel in it. I have a battery charger. There's no converter, so when you plug it in, the battery charger charges batteries, and you can use them. I believe we'll look when we get back in the bedroom. I think I have a charge port, or 12-volt outlet or 2 in the top drawer there for charging your cell phone, etc. Let's finish in the kitchen. It has a gas light. I think there is a nozzle missing from that light. It's never worked perfect. I have had gas lights in many other RVs, including the camper that sits next door, and they work better than that. I've always suspected that didn't work right. This is a Davis 4-burner gas stove with a refrigerator below. We had the refrigerator rebuilt, spent a ton of money, actually had it done a couple different times, with modern day components in it. We're just going to light the stove for you for fun. Stove works great. It's in really great condition. I told you that you know, this thing had basically a branch come through, and it took a chip off of this knob and put a very small dent in the refrigerator. That's the history. It almost pulled this cabinet off the wall, but as you can see, my father-in-law repaired it perfectly. It's like magic. And they're slanted, so you know, these are curved trailers, so they're slanted doors, but good storage. Again, we haven't moved out of this. We haven't used it in 3 or 4 years, but we still have stuff in here. This is the front. Couple nice shelves. Those are original to the trailer. Normally missing the magazine racks. Again, nice storage in front. There was another light here. We've changed it to that one. It again has X10 remote control, which I need to get working. We made the balances for the windows so that we could Velcro all the window coverings. So these are removable. So you can take them off, get all the light in, and open the windows and really have some ventilation. The couch is unique in that you can see it's curved on this side. If you were to take this one and move it over here against the wall, the side wall, not the front wall, and this one and move it over here, you would then have room in the middle for a table. This is not original to the trailer. It's just a table we've had in here because it fits well in here, that you can place between there, call it a coffee table or something. It works okay. It's a little small, kind of goes with the decor. There is storage underneath both of these couches, and I'm sure we've got it full of stuff. It is original frames and everything. My wife and I reupholstered everything. We did the curtains. We repainted in a very, very similar color than it was. And we put the flooring down before we put the cabinets back in. I will have to note that there was something on the floor on this side that has caused discoloration on the flooring on the front half. I don't know what was on the plywood. I can't remember if I painted it or what. And I'll also point out that when my father-in-law and I put this vinyl in, we tore it here trying to get around this corner. We did that, putting it in. Good storage, a couple nice drawers, cutting board. It's a great little trailer. Great little trailer. That's a switch for the electric water heater. It's a new switch and light. I have a set of down lights, puck lights, 1, 2, 3, 4, shining down on the countertop. I wish I could have them on right now for you to see. I apologize that I don't. Closets. This one's separate from these two, are attached, as well as the upper. No, the uppers are all attached. So again, we're not moved out of this. And this is got the back side of the furnace heater, I guess you call it. This is a plenum that I built. You can see it's got this little deal on it. Excuse me. This is designed to set over this window. Okay, you can see that plenum is on the right side. So on the right side of the refrigerator, you could put a exhaust hose from a freestanding air conditioner that can sit right here. We used to DJ weddings, and we used this once for where the bride got dressed, and it was a hot June day, and we had the air conditioner running, and it worked very, very well. Very large closet. It was one of my vintage radios that we had as a display, and it got dropped and got broken, unfortunately. Stuff happens. Put an outlet in there and a light switch. Yeah, and a light switch. I'm remembering what I did. I mean, you restore something so many years ago and then you don't use it for a while. Hang on. There we go. We got lights on now. Moving our way back to the bedroom. That is light with hanging crystals. Very nice little built-in cabinet. Has an upper cabinet here. Good storage again. Hey, we got nothing in there. It's a custom mattress. It's the original mattress. We got a couple of like toppers on it or something, like a down, whatever. So yeah, let's look in there. Oh, I got something going on in here. So this is a remote for the. Oh, I have an inverter built in. This is a remote to turn the inverter on. Without having to get under the bed, that'll run 110 stuff, but not the water heater. Okay. Again, the bedroom. We'll let the comforter go with it because we bought it specifically for it, and I've always thought it was very beautiful. The 3 throw pillows and everything. All right, now we'll move on to the bathroom. Which I think is the coolest bathroom in the world. The very cute and original corner sink. The light, window, medicine cabinet, and the toilet. Again, original. We repainted the toilet seat. We did not repaint the bathroom. It's in its original finish. My father-in-law rebuilt all the faucets. That is the shower head. And that is the shower curtain. Basically, this half is shower, and this half is to supposedly remain dry. So kind of maybe called it a wet bath, but it's really not. It's actually two-sided bathroom. And below here, I think it's wood. What do we have? Oh, there's the drain. I remember. Okay. All right. So I'll stand in the middle and kind of give you a panorama. Couch up front. There's the door. Again, it's got a screen in the middle. It's a door-in door. It's got 2 latches. One there, one there that opens up the outside small door. That's the ward heater. And you do not have to worry about getting cold. How's that? Great cabinets. They still look pretty good. Maybe not as perfect as they were the day we restored it, but they are original. 100% original. I believe the trailer is worth $16,000. Easy. We priced it at $11,500 firm. Our interest is in the right person getting it, not getting every dollar out of it. We think we can. I'm sure it's going to need a thing or two. It needs a little cleaning. It's not too bad for a set for a while, but we probably really only used it 5 or 6 weekends since we restored it, and we took it to a couple of shows. And believe me, it got more attention at the show than any of the other 200 vehicles that were there. Couple jacks. I made this box for the outside, had all of our pet supplies in it. it opens up and it gives you a step up in, so obviously go with it too. Alright, that's the tour of the inside of the 57 ElRey. This is probably one of the best ones you'll find, and the most original that you'll find, and probably the hardest thing I've ever sold. This hand pump connects to a copper water tank that's on the right side under the bed. My father-in-law turned a walnut knob for it. He rebuilt the pump. At that time it might need to be oiled. It's probably a leather pump in it, but we honestly don't use it, so it just sits there. Alright, it's got, of course, all new outlets and stuff in it. The original wiring's still on the walls, obviously, but we replaced everything that we could. I'm going to turn off the light. It might be hot. There we go. Alright. Alright, I guess we're done.